Warning. The Reddit Asks Us podcast contains explicit material and mature subject matter that may not be suitable for all audiences. Audience discretion is advised. Hey guys, welcome back to the Reddit Asks Us podcast. Before we head into the podcast, if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere else you get your podcasts, make sure to leave a rating and also leave a review. You can check us out on Instagram and TikTok at Reddit Asks Us podcast, where we post new clips of the show every week. I'm back here with Elias and Sam. Welcome back, guys.
Hey, Luke.
To be honest, this podcast I feel like feels different now that we do the Raptors one. Like, sorry guys.
Stop it.
So we were just having a laugh attack here on the pre-pod. It's nothing serious. We're all fine. We're all good and well. But
what were you saying about the podcast?
No, but I was actually gonna say though, for real, is that I feel like this podcast is almost different now because we do the other Raptors one. Oh, by the way, guys, if you guys are interested in basketball at all, we now host all three of us are hosting a Raptors themed podcast called Rap Chat that we do, and we film it every Wednesday. It comes out every Thursday morning, and it's basically we just talk all things Toronto Raptors and basketball and whatever. So it's a fun show.
Did you say the name of it?
Yeah, I said Rap Chat podcast. Yeah,
what was it called again?
The Rap Chat podcast.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, there we go. So if you guys want to find us, it's Rap Chat podcast, Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube as well. So yeah, back in the stewed with you guys back here. Sorry, fuck. The stewed. Fuck, I gotta come up with my own cringy name for things. Yeah, back in my kitchen. So, the fuck was that?
It was funny. You said kitchen. It was funny. You said it was funny.
Okay. Yeah. Really so anyways, so yeah, we're back here. I feel like we gotta just jump right into this one. Yeah. So today's episode. So today's Would You Rather. This week's Would You Rather is would you rather know? So you have to know one of these. Is would you rather know when you die or how you die?
I've never known the answer to this one. I've been asked so many times.
Really? You've been asked this question before?
Well, I mean, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've heard it. Oh, yeah. Everybody's always asking me how the fuck. Of course I have.
Yeah. What a dumb would you rather?
Yeah. You don't know your answer to this already, bro? What the fuck? It's such a fucking podcast casual.
Is there any other ones we can do?
Yeah. Fuck, I didn't even tell you.
No. I actually don't have an answer right now. Like,
we have to
work
like I
don't have an immediate answer is what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, we have to work through this one because we have to talk about the disadvantages and the advantages of both.
If you knew how you died, could you prevent it?
No. That's of course not. Yeah, if you knew that's like saying when you knew when you die, you just like don't do anything that day.
You skip that day. Yeah, you skip that day.
Yeah, like you can't do that. So it's either one or the other. Like you have to do when you die or how you die.
I think when.
Really? I don't think I can know when I die, man. That's
dude,
so
what?
tough.
Like, okay, wait.
Just counting down the days. Like that's so hard. That's so hard in your psyche. Like.
Yeah, but also if I knew how I died, I'd just like be so scared if I saw something involving it happening.
This is not exactly related, but you guys watch Black Mirror? Have you guys seen the show?
I watched like a part of it. It's kind of confusing.
Oh my god, dude. It's one of the best series ever made. We got to watch some episodes here. Every episode is different.
Okay, let's do it.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's one of the best shows because like you don't have to like be into it because every episode is different, which is cool. But
I tried to watch it while doing a homework once, and I knew I had to be like locked in, like know what was going on, so I started watching it.
Well, it's heavy. Yeah. But one of the episodes, there's like the concept is that like you're in a relationship with somebody, and it's like a matchmaking thing, but you get a timer that says how long your relationship lasts, and these people end up meeting each other and they like really like each other, but their time is like a day or something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to think like.
Does it just end, or is it like a fight that happens in it?
It's a long story. I'm honestly hiding back information from you that wouldn't even explain the whole episode. Okay. Like it's way more fucked up than that. Yeah, okay. So, but point is that it's like this like limited time concept, right? And I don't know. I feel like having that clock, I feel like would just like discourage you so much. Or maybe like it depends on how.
I don't know. I feel like I want to know so I could like do things.
Well, I guess you could have the right perspective on it.
Yeah.
But I just feel like that'd be so tough to get that perspective. Yeah. Like just always having your brain like there's like I only have like 500 sleeps left. Like when you want to sleep, like this is my last sleep. So you know what I mean? Like
like how would you not start like keeping track of how many days you've got left and like
I've always been on my mind.
Yeah, exactly. Like. It's like no matter what you do, it's always gonna be on. Whereas if you know how you die, you never know when that's gonna come. Mm-hmm. So even if you get hit by like a bus or something, like it's like you never know when that day is gonna be.
But what if you like? What if your how you die is like in a car crash? and then like you're terrified to get in cars and,
shit.
like the rest of your life,
Oh,
or like an
fuck.
airplane crash or something like that. Like,
I guess like well you.
Yo.
or like
You're
you
gonna
get
die
murdered or
anyway,
something,
though.
then you're just like terrified.
You're
like,
gonna
everywhere.
die anyway. Like I mean, like
See, the
like, if it's
downside though of knowing how you're gonna die is if it's something fucked. Like
cancer.
No, like what if it says how you die and it's like you choose this and it like say a genie is or whatever is like okay I'm gonna reveal to you how you die and then it's like by torture or something like that. It's like
Jesus
bro,
Christ.
fuck. Like 'cause, like think about it. These like a story that was just recently in the news and this has been in the news for a while. It's like do you guys know about the two Michaels?
The guys are in China or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
So basically, well, I don't want to completely tell the whole story, but China was basically holding these two guys who were completely guilty of nothing. They're businessmen who were doing business in China, and one guy was doing business in North Korea. So, like, what business you're doing there, I don't know, but they weren't doing anything illegal, and they basically charged them with spying, and which is like most people who get charged with spying in China die, or get the death penalty. So. It's something fucked up. But anyways, like they were kept for like over 1,000 days, like no legal representation in a tiny cell. Like you know what I mean? Like or some people who are journalists who get captured in countries and get tortured.
Like people like in Guantanamo Bay or whatever.
Guantanamo Bay,
like the American prison.
Oh,
like there's tons of people. Like they really torture everyone.
Yeah, it's fucked. It's fucked. Or like, what if that was? Like, what if it said how you would die in prison? Because if you're a good person, you know you're not guilty of anything. You know what I mean? Like you know you'd never do anything bad, but yet it says how
I don't think
die.
it'd say in prison. It's probably say like exactly what happened though. Like if you died in prison, it'd be like because you got like shanked or something. So it'd probably say shanked, not just in prison.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough.
Unless it's like the prison.
God, I have no idea what my answer is.
I know. See,
That's
like
a really
this
tough
is
one.
why we have to work this
You
out.
know what I think about how would you rather? I think I'm like getting chased by this like killer monkey or something.
Okay.
Like
And
Temple
there's-
Run.
Yeah, and there's two roads, and you got to pick one real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I'm dying this way. It's like I got to pick one of these. I feel like I pick how I die instead of when I die.
I think I'd do
How? Okay,
when.
wait, hold on.
Because what if your when you die is like 98 years old, and you're like, oh, nice.
Hey, what if it's not?
Well, yeah, but you're still gonna die at that time either way. You just
The thing is though, we kind of had a conversation about this the other day. Is that like everybody dies?
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Everybody
That's my
dies.
whole-
So knowing when you die is like. I guess it just gives you an awareness of it, but you know that you're gonna die eventually. Whereas how you die, I feel like is.
But you
is-
don't know when
is
that's gonna
in-
happen. It could be a car accident.
Fuck.
Like, cause, like again, everybody dies. So like, I like if it's a car accident, I know I could die in a car accident anyway. You know, every time every time you go in a car, you can die from a car accident.
It's true.
Yeah.
This is true
So-
information. I don't. So you're saying how you die?
I'd rather know how I die than when I die.
I think I do when.
I
Because
think I'm gonna go
wouldn't.
with when too, man. I just think
Really?
how I die. Well,
I just feel like that focuses my
It's-
mind a lot.
Well, something like I already don't like flying, and if like my how I die is like in a plane crash, like oh my god, I could not go.
well,
on
you
a
know what's
plane.
fucked. You know what's fucked is if it's like, what if you spent all that time, like that time. I'm saying it like a fucking Nova Scotian over here. All that time. But anyways, I'm turning into one of the boys. But you have a slight accent too, kind of.
What?
Yeah, a little bit.
New Brunswick
Really?
accent?
East Coast
Yeah.
accent.
East Coast,
I?
East Coast for sure.
Really?
Yeah, and a few words that you say
Like
here
what?
and there, like I don't know, like the I words and stuff, like the time.
Every word's
Time?
an I in it.
Time?
You're doing it not doing
No,
that
like
when
what time is it?
No,
That's how
no,
I say
no.
it.
I feel like I've heard it a bit more. Maybe I'm capping. I don't know. But
You're
anyways,
mad capping right now, I think.
but like, okay, say it says, okay, you die, you know how you die. It's in a plane crash. So you spend your life avoiding planes, and then there becomes this one moment where you're forced to get on a plane. You literally
That's how it
like,
would happen, I
You're
think.
literally like, this is I'm gonna die right now.
Oh,
like you go
I
on that
couldn't-
plane, and you're like, I have no choice but to get on this plane right now.
Okay,
What
but
if you
then,
didn't,
but
though?
then when you get to the age of
What
your
if you didn't
death,
get on the plane?
when you
What
get
if
to
you
the-
were like, I feel like
That's the same thing as getting to the day of your death. The day you get on that plane, same thing as getting on that day of your death.
Yeah, true, but it's fuck. It's
Well,
true because
there's like closure to it though, because like
Why?
I could get on the plane and not die.
what do you mean? What?
Like
What?
if I'm if I'm told like
That's true. That's true.
if I'm told like how I dies on a plane crash, then like
But how do you know? Like you could go another plane after that.
yeah I know,
Never
but
know.
like if I'm told like okay I'm gonna die today, at least there's like closure to it. I'm not like terrified every other day,
But like
and like I also know like I'm not gonna die and like okay say I'm like told I'm gonna die when I'm like 97.
There's really, first of all, let's just pause and say there's no great answer to
No.
this
No,
fucking
there's
question.
not.
This one sucks. And
I'd
this
rather
is
know
why,
neither.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh yeah, like,
Oh yeah.
I feel like if you know when you're gonna die, there's like closure, and you're not like.
At least I feel like you could make it a spiritual thing almost. Like you could you could be like, okay, this is the moment I'm gonna like say because like I guess if you had like a watch or something, you put on a time and you like look at the watch and you're just like, when this clock gets to 30 minutes, whatever we're gonna do, we're just gonna like I'm gonna make sure that the people who I can get in my life are gonna be with me or something like that, just to. You know what I mean? Or some sort of thing. You could make it a ceremony. You could almost make it meaningful.
I don't want to do that, man.
That's pretty sad.
When I die, I just want to
sad,
die. You know, like
yeah.
if it's like a once in a lifetime thing, like you're gonna die from, climbing up Mount Everest. You know, the one time I climb Mount Everest, I know I'll die, but it's like whatever. It's in peace, I guess.
But like, my other thing is like, never mind. I'm getting too deep in this, but like,
no.
Couldn't you just like say you're gonna die in a plane crash? Couldn't you just like never go on a plane?
That's what we said. It's like no, you
no,
can't.
no, because then like.
You have to.
Like you'll be forced onto a plane.
Okay.
Yeah, something would happen.
A plane would just like come crashing into you or something.
Yeah, it's like you die on a plane, but like the plane crashes into you. So like, and then you're found dead in a seat or something. It's like, oh yeah, you died on a plane or in a plane crash.
Okay.
I think I don't know. I think I'm gonna go when for me.
I think
when.
I'll end up going when as well.
I'm going how.
You're going how? Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, all right.
I'm going with the right answer.
Okay. All right. I think we all decided. So let's open the show, everybody. Hey, Reddit, hey, Reddit, ask us podcast, hey, Reddit, asks podcast, We're gonna cryogenically freeze your body.
I didn't lose. You either win or you learn.
Back to the Reddit podcast, Reddit ask us podcast. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I want to make sure I get on there really fast when my mic and on it. Okay.
Whoa.
No, sorry.
Damn.
Want to make sure that I love just as soon as the song is.
I didn't know you could rap.
I didn't know you were a rapper,
Yeah,
dude.
he just sung that whole thing live.
Actually, when I first started making music, I did actually release a bunch of rap songs and stuff.
I need to hear these.
No, they're so
Are they on
cringy.
SoundCloud?
They're not. I don't think anymore. No, not anymore.
on.
I took them off.
What was
I'll
your
find
rap
them.
name?
I'll find them.
No, I still have. It's the same name that I have for my music right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was all under the same name. What was your rap name?
Yeah.
No, but I did actually. There is a lost hidden. There is a lost hidden mixtape of me rapping.
Oh, I'll find it.
we'll
on
find that.
SoundCloud.
Oh.
And I don't know if you guys could find it, but if you find it, I'd be quite impressed.
I feel like I've had this conversation before for some
No,
reason.
I've
I'm having some
never-
deja vu right now.
Oh, I've never told you guys about that I
No.
rapped.
No, but I remember talking about a lost mixtape of yours on SoundCloud. I don't know what's happening right now.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
I don't think
yeah.
I've
I
ever
don't-
mentioned this.
It's deja vu.
Not when
I
I'm
think.
around,
Some
no.
deja vu. No, Sam, you were there for sure.
Yes, Sam, you know what we're talking about right now. You know.
Don't act like
this.
you don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck. Yeah, I do have a little hidden lost mixtape out there in case, but it's funny because it's kind of super cringe, but
Well, of course.
yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
anybody who's like rapping, it's like, hey, but at least I made my own lyrics and whatnot. I mean, it's not. No, I'm not saying it's the best, but it was a fun time. I had a good time with the boys.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Whatever puts a smile on your face, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's in my cringy raps. Oh, did you do one of those rap things? Yeah, it was so cringe.
Those rap things.
Yeah. Okay, so episode 64, everybody. What are the craziest statistics? Or what are some of the craziest statistics? So this person says Ramiliad, I think, a user Ramiliad says 1 in 3 Australians will be diagnosed with a skin cancer by the time they're 70. It's actually, typo. It's actually 2 in 3. Sorry, I didn't read the
That's
whole
a
thing.
big mistake. 2 and 3.
Yeah, that doesn't
That's-
make any sense.
Wait, what's the correlation between Australia
says-
and skin cancer?
like
the sun?
The sun, yeah.
I
And,
guess.
the heat.
And everybody.
Well,
see,
like,
the
why is
thing
it just Australia? Like, what about Fiji?
Yeah, but see, the thing is,
What's their stats?
Okay, well, let me tell you this,
Yeah.
all right? So the reason why it's Australia is because majority of the people who live in Australia are white, but they're not native to that land.
Right,
The
yeah.
people who are indigenous to that land are very
Yeah,
dark-skinned people.
right.
But exactly, but everybody who lives there is white,
That's true.
right?
Right,
And it's
yeah.
super hot. Like, it's like a giant desert.
Yeah. Okay, that actually makes sense. That stat then it's 2
That's
out
a
of 3.
lot.
2
of
out of
people, though.
I don't like.
Is that?
See, the thing is none of these are fact
I want to
checks.
fact.
so
I want to
yeah.
fact check.
You
some of
would
this,
have
dude.
you would have thought
That's why you guys should bring your laptops here.
You
Like,
would've
yeah,
thought,
you guys are,
like
I guess you guys all got your phones. That's like a mini laptop.
you would have thought people would have started to like evolve though, like adapt a bit.
But they've only been.
But
They haven't
again,
been
so
there
they're
for
not,
that
That's
long.
true,
They're not
yeah.
native to the land.
Yeah, it's only been what mid 1800s
I
probably.
mean, like I feel like modern like white people, like even the Romans, like even the Greeks and the Romans were actually fairly dark skinned.
Mhm.
Like a lot of Greek people today and people who
Yeah,
live in the Roman
Yep.
area. And
Twice.
That is
There's
factual.
twice for you.
but it just goes to show that like people
Oh my god.
by the time they're 70, hey,
2,000 a year die from skin cancer.
they're in Australia.
That's crazy.
And you know what? It probably definitely like disproportionately affects poor people for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
for
100%.
sure.
Same
Yeah.
with all this stuff. Yeah.
Well, just a little or what is it again? Oh yeah.
Statistic.
Well, not my personal statistic. I don't know the exact number, but I know that in like people who have albinism in like Tanzania, like most people die before they're 30. Like most people with albinism. And the thing is also
Is it
like
because of
The sun.
the sun,
Sun.
man. Yeah, and not only that, but like they're heavily discriminated against, and like people who are born with albinism in like Africa and places that are typically have African populations with darker skin. Like imagine you're in a tribe, right? And everybody looks like you. And then you give birth to a white child, and you've never seen a white person in your entire life. Like, how would you possibly describe that, right? But people didn't know it's a genetic condition, like as if they knew that like 1,000 years ago. Like,
How does albinism work?
I don't.
it's
a genetic
It
thing.
is?
What about this in biology once?
Yeah, it's one of the most fascinating like genetic
It's
conditions
a
ever.
defect in one or several genes that produce or distribute melanin.
Melanin, yeah.
Yeah.
Melanin,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's messed up, and it affects their vision too, like their eyesight. Lots of them are blind.
Right, yeah,
I
I
don't want
have
to say
heard
Their
lots
eyes
of-
are red usually too.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
some of them. But I don't want to say
Wow.
them because it makes it feel like I'm trying to be insulting. I'm not.
No.
I mean, people
So
with albinism.
before the age of 30.
Yeah, before the age of 30, because they're so susceptible. But this is crazy because, like, as a white person, our skin is still lacks the amount of melanin that somebody who's like, you know, maybe from India or from Africa or something. We have way less melanin in our
Oh,
skin
yeah.
than they do. So
But they're like we as white people have adapted to that, but
Right.
they're
They're lack. They have an
they're
absence
they're
of.
they're not
yeah.
they're not supposed to, you know.
Exactly. They have an absence of albinism. An absence of
Melanin.
melanin in their skin.
Yeah, and we don't. We're supposed to have the amount we have.
Like their
Exactly.
body just
But
doesn't produce
the
it.
problem is that we're supposed to have the amount we have because we evolved to see the sun less. You know what I mean? Up in northern Europe and
Right.
in
Yeah.
places in Russia and stuff, like our skin color evolved because of the climate. But it makes total sense that like we're not even living in Canada. Like the climate here is pretty conducive to a white person. But in Australia, like
That's 2 out of 3 is still an insane number.
that's wild, and it just goes to show that like lack of melanin in your skin will give you skin cancer. Because think
Oh,
about
that's
it,
why you
it's-
wear
it's-
sunscreen. Like
it's
Yeah.
hot all the time. Like think about it. Okay, like it gets hot in the summers, right? It gets hot in the summers in Canada. Like you're not
Yeah.
gonna really get a ton of sunburn in like
but
September.
you're still above the
October.
equator, so
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Do you guys wear sunscreen a lot?
Man, working outside this summer, I really didn't.
I wear it like at the beginning of the year. Then once I get like a natural tan, I stop. But like that probably doesn't like protect
I-
against skin cancer.
Yeah, I worked outside all summer.
You know what I
No,
mean?
no,
Like, there's
definitely
no-
not. A tan?
Yeah.
No, just not. No, tan's actually bad for your skin. Like
It protects against skin cancer.
No. I meant like I'll wear sunscreen and then like when I'm working outside, like my body will just kind of like develop like a natural tan over the time of the summer.
Right.
And then
But
like
I'm
I'll
pretty sure
stop.
tans are not good for you. Like I'm
No,
pretty sure
no.
They're not,
Like
they're
yeah, like having like people like a tan skin.
Like when you see
But
someone
it's really bad for your
when you
skin.
But
see
it's
someone
bad for your
skin
skin,
cancer,
yeah,
they're
it's
all
like-
like leathery.
yeah,
And, yeah.
fuck.
People do those tanning beds. Tanning beds
Dude,
are
that
horrible
shit
for
is-
you. It's
Oh,
Do you know
man.
it? Do you
so
know
bad.
anything about tanning beds? Like
No,
and
I
that
know
shit?
people who've done it.
There's
I'm
like
what are you
intense
doing?
radiation.
Yeah,
Like,
it is, man.
not
It's
worth
literally
it.
like you're sitting in a giant like radiation machine.
Yeah,
like,
like,
what are you
just
doing?
to like look a little darker. Like, come
Oh, I
on
do
now.
not want
Like,
Go outside.
come on now, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like just go sit on the beach and then like it doesn't look you can tell when someone's been in a tanning bed.
It's so obvious.
Dude, the
Like, they're
worst are
orange.
fucking spray tans, man. That
Oh,
shit's
yeah.
the worst.
What the hell's in that? Like what's in
That
like,
can't be
spray
good
tan?
for you either.
No.
Spray tans can't be good for you. That's literally
I don't-
just spraying chemicals on your skin.
Is that what
It's
it
like
is?
hairspray,
is it not
sorta.
just-
Okay,
is it
look
not
it up. Look it up.
natural?
Look it up and see if spray tans are bad for your skin.
There's
Because
no
I mean,
way.
like at the
They're-
same
they
time,
have to be bad for you.
but at the same time, you could say like, well, if the chemicals are no different than like something that's like in soap, then it's like, okay, when you wash your body with soap, those are chemicals too.
But like it stays on you.
yeah, that's fucked. Yeah, it's true.
Is it like hairspray? Maybe.
My sheet's still orange from your spray tan.
Topical.
Elias?
What? What do you say? I knew I was
My
listening.
sheet's still orange from your spray tan. No parties in
Kanye,
LA.
Kanye,
yeah,
yeah,
no parties in
Kanye.
LA. Hey baby, you forgot your Ray-Bans, and my sheets still orange from your spray tan.
It was more than self
Oh, Betty K, man, she remember my spring and said I was in the great, man.
Looks safe, man.
While spray tanning has no known side effects, studies have found that tanning beds can lead to health issues. Okay, so that's what you're saying.
Okay, well, tanning beds,
Yeah,
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, because
That
you're just
makes
like
sense.
sitting in there with like rays of radiation.
Literally,
that's
it's
getting-
literally direct radiation
oh
to
my
your
God.
skin.
And all they do is like put on like little glasses and
Yeah.
oh my God, it's so bad for you.
Yeah.
Shout out to bbronzestudio.com for the info.
Bebra promoting their spray tans. That's
This
but,
podcast brought to you by
yeah, right.
Or-
Our new sponsor of the podcast. Yeah.
The next podcast we're like orange. right?
We're doing the Raptors podcast. Just people in the Raptors podcast have no contacts at all. We would just come in looking orange as hell, just like if nothing happened. So OG Anunoby was actually playing really well this week, just orange as hell. Looking
like orange fingerprints on the fucking microphone.
Sam would start looking like Donald Trump if you
Oh my God,
fucking
I would.
your hair because it's all blonde.
Oh
and
my
shit.
God, yeah.
true.
Yeah,
I would.
yeah. So Sam's Donald Trump, everybody. Same
Hey,
views and
red
everything.
hat, too.
Yeah, there
That's
we go.
Halloween
Make
costume.
America,
Halloween
yeah.
costume.
Halloween's coming up. Sam's going as Donald Trump.
Oh man, tone deaf Halloween costume. I don't know where this hat anymore now.
Yeah. No, you gotta.
good.
It's
all
only,
the white
only if you were
writing.
spray. Only if you had a spray tan, Sam. Only if you had a spray tan.
Oh, God.
People who are like listening to Apple Podcasts have no idea what we're talking about. Sam is wearing a red hat. Okay. Okay.
And has curly hair that
and
would
it's
look
curly blonde hair.
and look funny if you had orange skin.
Yes, that's all we're saying. But just to quickly jump back, that 1 in 3 Australians is definitely that's
2 out of
That's
3.
crazy.
or 2 or 3.
That's even
That's wild. That's super
That
wild.
is- there's a better chance you get skin cancer than you don't.
Well,
Oh my
man,
God,
skin
that's-
cancer can be so like it can be disfiguring. Like
It's
you
not
could,
a good
like,
cancer.
It is.
Or-
It's one of the worst, bro.
No cancer's
It's
good.
not a
No
good
cancer's good, but
dude, I got the best type of cancer.
it's
bro.
like not like a
There are
curable,
better
like-
cancers, but
Yeah.
no, it's
It's hard to cure cancer.
It is
It- well,
because
it
your
spreads quick.
skin is
Yeah.
your
It
skin is
spreads
the
quick.
largest organ
Yeah.
that the human body has. So
Right.
like,
okay, professor.
well, isn't that? Yeah, isn't
No,
everybody know
no,
that?
you're right,
Like,
you're right,
you
yeah,
learned
yeah,
that.
yeah.
You're so
Yeah.
professor. Yeah, you're the professor, man.
Grade 10 biology.
Yeah, exactly. But I could see how it would be like, man. I don't people like lose limbs and stuff because of skin cancer? Because
Well, they can,
Yeah,
but
like because
too.
it can go into your bones and all this sort of shit, right?
It
Like,
just spreads really
yeah,
quick.
like
yeah,
oof, not good.
not the vibe.
Yeah, so
Wear
that's an
sunscreen.
interesting statistic. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, this one was wild, dude. Yeah, and actually, I have something interesting to say about this too. The top 10% of drinkers account for 60% of all alcohol consumed in the U.S., and they drink the equivalent of 74 drinks per week. So the entire alcohol
Each or
so
together? Well, yeah, each.
yeah, like, and they
Yeah.
drink the equivalent of 74 drinks per week. Like, I'm pretty sure if you averaged it out,
Oh my god.
yeah, like
The
'cause
top 10% drink 60% worth in the U.S.
So top 10% are drinking 74 drinks a day on average.
74 drinks per week.
Per week on average.
Yes.
The top
Oh
10%.
my
Yes.
God.
That's 36.5
I don't even know how that's
Americans?
sustainable.
What's a-
Americans, you said.
Yeah.
36, that's, oh my
How can you like? But yo, like, and it says so the entire alcoholic beverages industry is kept alive by severe alcoholics. Dude, that's insane. And you know, okay, so what I was gonna say about this is that so drinking, like,
Almost 11. That's 10 and a half drinks a day.
oh my god,
And like, what's a drink? Like,
bro.
That's 36 million people doing that. In America.
Wait a second. Yeah, holy
10%
shit.
of America.
Holy shit.
so a drink
and they're
counts.
supporting the entire alcohol
And there's people.
industry.
That's the average.
36
That's the
million people.
average. So there's people doing more than that.
Wow. That's fucked.
It says average. That's a bit, average is 74 a day.
The
A week,
average
sorry,
of
a
the
week.
10%.
It says the top 10% of drinkers account for 60% of all alcohol consumed in the U.S. They drink the equivalent of 74 drinks per week.
The equivalent of 74. What does it mean equivalent of 74? I guess it's like.
Because everyone, like, I don't think everyone's drinking the same amount of drinks every week. Like, I'm
Okay,
like,
yeah.
And what's considered a drink?
I'm assuming like regular beer.
Yeah, like a glass of beer, like whatever. It's in milliliters, and it'd be like
355.
4% or something, like 5% or something, like the standard percentage. I'm assuming, but
Oh my God. 11 beers a day. Every single
Sam's
day.
like,
Buddy's just getting absolutely
Oh
ripped.
my
Yeah, Sam's
God.
like,
He's like, can I do that?
yeah, is that
I'm joking, I'm
sustainable?
joking.
Like,
Is that sustainable?
I said that earlier. No one said anything. I was like, all right. It's too bad we didn't record the sustainable joke on the podcast. That people will have no idea what we're talking about. But that's okay. It's not a really sustainable joke anyway. So
Shut up.
I'm just look at me being so unfunny on the podcast.
You're the worst.
I'm the worst. Everybody says too, and they're just like, man, like just the worst.
Awful.
How much? And that would cost like so much money too.
Dude,
Like you're buying like a 12-pack of beer every day.
I remember watching like.
Oh my god, it's like a case of beer a day.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't an episode. It was something on TLC. TLC is like the most fucked up channel in the world, the learning channel. It's like where it's like My 600-Pound Life and all those TV shows. Yeah. But it wasn't My Strange Addiction, but it was something on the TLC where they followed this woman who's an alcoholic, and it was just so fucked. Like just her lifestyle and just how like she would like when you say 11 drinks a day, but to somebody who's an alcoholic, at least watching this woman like was just insane. Like she's always drinking.
I've never like had an alcoholic in my life like that. Like I don't know. Like I can't picture like what it's like.
I've only seen it like in movies. And
yeah, exactly. Movies is the only like, but it was weird to see like an actual person who was affected by this. And I can't remember. I wish I could. I'm gonna have to go back and find this on YouTube. It's in some rabbit hole, but like it's messed up. But you know, okay. The interesting thing that I was gonna bring, I just depressed everybody. Fucking Elias is like, oh, man, yeah.
Elias like, maybe I fall into that 10%. I gotta reevaluate my life.
Fucking drinks did I have yesterday? Oh man.
Okay, I only had 9, so I'm good.
Yeah.
Fall under the.
But so okay, one of the things that I was gonna bring up was that like alcohol was originally originally started as like a human custom. As a communal thing, like people would get together and drink as if it was like a giant psychedelic experience. That's like what it was for, like originally.
Like back like a while ago, you mean?
Oh, I'm talking like thousands of years ago.
Like 12,000 years ago, when beer was discovered or something like that.
Something stupid like that, and like all the ancient Celtic people and all the ancient Germanic peoples and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure alcohol originally came from them. And like
did you just say Germanic?
Germanic peoples.
Yeah, that's where beer came from.
What's Germanic?
It's like people who people live in Scandinavia and like those tribes, like those. I
thought you were trying to say Germans.
No, Germanic peoples like the Gauls and stuff. I'm pretty sure what would belong to that group. I'm not really super.
I don't know. Like I know like Slavic, Germanic.
Oh, so maybe not. So
Slavic's like Russia. No, Slavic's like Russia.
So Germanic would be then Scandinavia.
I think so.
Or would be.
I think Germanic's also like France and stuff.
Oh, it might be. But anyways,
yeah. How did you guys learn this?
History
things
Saxon? And YouTube
Saxon,
videos.
Scot-
Anglo-Saxons would be
like
the
England.
Further towards the UK, and then there's like the Scots and the Irish, but they're totally different.
Yeah.
But anyways, point is that like the alcohol was fermented originally by these people, but it's like their relationship with alcohol was so different than our relationship with alcohol, because today we see alcohol as like a way to get fucked up, like, you know what I mean, is a way to like change your consciousness. But these people saw it, they had a spiritual relationship with it. We don't have a spiritual relationship with alcohol, right? Like that's just not something that's ingrained in our society, right? And even in Europe too. Like I have a friend from Germany, and they were talking about how like they can drink in bars and clubs when they're 16. Yeah, which is wild, hey?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Because people don't drink just to get hammered, like they just. But also beer like back then when it was like years ago, it wasn't even close to as strong as it is now.
Yeah, exactly. That's another point that I remember. I watched YouTube videos about this or something, and it was like like the beer back then was like literally like 0.5%. Like it's like what almost.
It was what the non-alcoholic stuff is.
Yeah, it's literally what non-alcoholic stuff is. So
it's like what kombucha is.
Yeah, it's literally kombucha. So, it would make sense that like we just have this completely distorted relationship with alcohol right now. Yeah. I'm literally staring at like Corona cans on my kitchen countertop, like. But all legal, friends. So, anyways, but isn't that just crazy though?
That's crazy.
Like to think,
I can't get over 74 drinks a week.
I can't over. It was almost 11 a day. Like,
that's
oh my
god,
that's insane.
It's a case of beer a day, or a case of whatever a day.
And 36 million people is a lot of people. Like, you gotta wonder like how many people that you've met who.
That's just in America.
That's like fuck. That's true. Canada's probably up there too, because I mean we have a similar.
Well, yeah, it's like it's so socially acceptable.
It's true. It's true.
Dude, it shouldn't be as socially acceptable as it is.
You know what's fucked up is I actually was reading a story too about a woman. Maybe this was on Reddit. On a subreddit or something, but this woman was talking about how once she was done work, her way to decompress was a glass of wine, glass of wine. And then she slowly started to realize that she was an alcoholic.
It's like functioning alcoholic.
Exactly. Yeah. She never had like spelled it out, but then she ended up going to the doctor, and the doctor's like, yeah, like you're having liver problems, like something's going on with your health. Like, how much do you drink? She's like, oh, I have glasses of wine every single day. And it's like every day, like and it's probably, you have a glass of wine. It's like, okay, you like 3 glasses of wine is a lot, man. How much is wine? Wine is a fair amount.
I think it's like relatively heavier.
Is it the same maybe?
No, it's way.
It's way more?
Not way more, but
I think it's like 8% or something like that. So
yeah,
like double beer, yeah.
It's like 8. Average is 11.
Whoa! What?
It's from 5.5 to 16%.
Whoa, that's way more than I thought.
What's the most common though?
Average is 11.6.
But that's average wrong. Like what's the most common that like people would drink? Is that like what I mean?
I'll look up like
what's the
Pinot Noir.
What's that called?
Like
what's it called in school when you do
I don't know. It sounds like
when you do stats in middle school is like the mode, most common is mode.
Pinot Noir is 12 to 13%.
What?
Wow, I feel like people don't regularly drink Pinot Noir. Like,
I don't know. Like, the one.
Why'd you pick that one?
I don't know. It was just some name. I
No,
was
that-
drinking
it's-
a wine.
What is the
I
one?
drink
That,
wine.
my parents drink this one called. It's called like Bear something. Like it's got a bunch of interesting. It's like a white wine. It's got like a bunch of interesting designs.
Just like a common wines.
Yeah, common wines. So look at Elias, man. Elias is on it today,
Thinking
man.
ahead-
You should
thinking ahead
run the
today.
podcast. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cabernet
Take my
Sauvignon.
job. Take my job.
Um,
So Sam is currently looking up. What are you looking up right now, Sam?
Cabernet
Common
Sauvignon.
wines.
Like most common percentage of
And
wines.
and how much do these cost? Because if they're all saying, oh, this is like a $80.
Yeah, Cabernet is over 13.5%, and that was the most common wine. that came up.
And how much does a bottle cost?
um,
A bottle of what is
Cab-
it?
Cabernet
Sauvignon. I don't know.
sound so
I
professional.
don't speak French, so
Cabernet Sauvignon.
Sauvignon.
You sound like from Saskatchewan right now.
Yeah, right.
the
Actually, it's a decent amount of French
NSLC
people in
it
Saskatchewan.
is like $32.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, okay, average. So and that's 13%,
So it would be cheaper in the US, but still, like that's pretty expensive.
dude. And that's fucked up. Because think of if you're having like a glass of wine or two. Like, okay, what if you had and that's anywhere from I'd say a glass of wine or two is like really 1 to 3 glasses of wine. Like if you're saying I have a glass of wine or two, that's 1 to 3 glasses.
It would
of wine
probably-
for sure.
Like it's more than like a drink. Like that they're
Oh,
calculating.
God,
Like,
yeah.
that's
Yeah, it
obviously.
is.
Yeah, even a glass of wine I feel like is more than one drink. Like one
Well,
beer.
it is. It
one,
is.
Yeah,
That's the
one
part, yeah.
beer of like it's 4%.
That's
4%. Like
So,
and
if
you
you
drink
want
a
that-
whole beer, it's like
so
you're chilling. I understand why people
alcohol-
like wine so much now. Oh my
So a
goodness.
drink is considered
The
12 ounces of regular beer, which is usually about 5%, and 5 ounces of wine.
How much is 5 ounces?
Yeah, I don't know. So it's like a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Like that's what a drink is.
Mm.
Like a glass of beer, a glass of wine.
Okay.
Like what you'd think of. Still though.
Yeah,
Oh my
that's
God.
wild, man. That's insane.
Yeah.
I can understand people. I'm not a wine drinker. I really don't have a ton of interest in drinking
I
wine.
do
Maybe
not
if it
like
was
wine.
maybe if it was white wine. I've only tried
I
red.
like white wine a little more, but I don't like either.
No.
Yeah, it
no.
doesn't seem very appealing to me. But I can understand why some people do like it now because, geez, man, that stuff gets you fucked up pretty quick, probably, hey? And, you got to crush quite a few beers for you to get pretty drunk. But if you have 3 glasses of wine, you're probably pretty sent.
Same price as like a case of beer too.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's pretty. $32 is pretty expensive.
Not so much like beer is.
It's like $20.
Well, for, like,
Yeah,
for,
that's
like,
true.
I guess I'm like I buy like Trulies and
Yeah.
stuff. So I'm a little bougie like
Elias
that.
is the true, is
Yeah,
the
all
truly
right.
guy.
Yeah, way to flex, eh?
But
Spend
that's
$40
oh,
for
sorry.
6 drinks.
And I forgot
What?
I think I forgot to mention that
No.
Watar 42
Water?
mentioned yeah.
What?
Yeah, water.
Oh,
but
the
it's
user,
keys-
the user.
I thought you were trying to say water.
No,
I was like,
no.
I was like, this guy.
Watar. As if you've
Watar. How do you say that?
You've never heard me say water before. I just come out saying watar.
I was like, who is this guy, man? I'm like,
Completely out of my
what?
pocket. You just know nothing about me up until this point. No, it's the user. It's a capital T. So I don't know. No, and it's water is with an ER. It's WATAR 42. So Watar.
Yeah, water.
Watar.
42. Mention that one. How about this one? This one is by Time Lizard 13. According to the FBI, there are currently more than 25 active serial killers in the U.S.
That feels low.
Really?
No,
A serial killer though.
That's
dude.
like
Wait,
that's like
what was a
mass
serial killer?
murder.
Like, what does that count as? Like, more than
I think
Look
to
up,
be a
yeah,
serial
okay,
killer.
look up the definition.
I just talked to my friend. I think
Okay,
I think
let's
it's
see if Elias's definition matches up with the internet.
I think to be a serial killer, you have to kill. I think it's like 5 people simultaneously or something. 3 or 5.
Simultaneous
It's just-
at one
Like,
time or
no,
consecutively?
like in the same day, I guess. Like,
It's it's
consecutively.
the unlawful killing of 2 or more
2 more.
by the
That's
same
right. That's close.
offender in separate events. 2 or more in separate events.
Hmm.
Wait. What do you mean? Like
Like you don't like
If you
kill 2
kill-
people in like the same event. Like you don't like run your car into like 2 people walking together like you. Like there's 2 like isolated events.
Yeah.
that makes you a serial killer?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
like
what
if
they-
you were to do a
Oh.
drive-by shooting, that wouldn't count as a serial killer. You
No.
know?
Wait, so even if you do if there's like a school shooting,
Yeah,
one time,
that's,
is that
yeah,
not a serial killer?
But
I
I
don't
feel like
think
that's
so.
that's a very serial killer type thing to do. Like,
if you did multiple.
I guess the definition of serial killer, like being is like
It's
is,
the
oh
series.
yeah,
You go to
yeah,
series
it's
of
serious.
yeah,
murders,
right.
is that why
right.
it's serial?
Yeah.
So it's not like
Wait, no,
serial.
how is it spelt? I thought serial killer was spelled with a C.
It's CERIAL.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah.
serial
series-
series is an S.
Yes, serial
Oh, it is an
killer
S,
start with
sorry.
an S.
I said
Yeah.
C. Sorry, it's
Oh,
S.
serial killer starts with an S. For some reason, I thought it
Yeah.
started with a C.
No.
Oh.
No, that's what you
a
eat. That's what you
cereal,
eat.
Right. No. But what's spelled with an I? Because cereal,
Yeah, I'm
like
joking,
that
yeah.
you eat.
This is a joke, Luke. You can relax.
Ha 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 ha!
Don't get so defensive, God. Like,
Wait, so what did it say? 25?
Laughing so hard on the podcast. What?
Did it say 25 active?
25 active serial killers, but man, there's
Not
definitely
that they
gotta be
know
more.
of. Like,
yeah, like there's got to be way more
Yeah,
than
there's
that.
gotta be way
like
more
there's
than that.
like what was this? The whole Zodiac killer thing. This guy didn't even. Like,
They just
this
found
guy's-
him.
Yeah.
are they killing?
I
like,
heard that. I heard that
actively
that
killing,
shit's
or-
fake though. I heard that they didn't actually find him. It's
yeah, it
just
was like a
bunch
TMZ report.
Yeah, it was
like,
like it was just like it was a bunch of private investigators who just like thought it was this guy, and they're like, yeah, it's this guy.
like what?
Like I don't know.
Wait, but are they actively killing, or they just have like
25 active serial killers.
But
like,
does that mean they're just serial killers who are?
oh,
You know what I mean? Like they have like the mentality of like a serial killer, or they actively.
I feel like it's
Right.
active as murdering. I feel like active
how do they
serial
know?
killers are murderers.
how do they know?
How do they not know who they are?
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like
There's
you,
probably
you can
25.
like base it on how many like because
I guess, yeah.
how many
Right.
crimes that are serial committed crimes, but you don't know the killer.
Think how many though that like aren't, because like so many serial killers like kill
They're
people that
so
are at risk
smart,
and
dude.
stuff, and like homeless people that
Yeah.
it's never like come in that they've been killed like or missing. So like I feel like there's probably so many more.
There's probably way more.
I'm actually kind of surprised. Like I feel like I was
I don't think it'd be way more.
not way more, but I feel
25
like,
is still a lot.
yeah, I feel like with
Yeah,
social
it
media
does-
though, it's
yeah.
harder to be a serial killer. Like with the internet.
World star, yo, this guy.
No, seriously though. No, it's like
Somebody
on
catches
Six Buzz,
Ted
on Six
Bundy,
Buzz.
and they're just like, yo, world star, yo, I just caught your ass 4K ratio.
Ted Bundy's on Six Buzz.
It's going right on
I
TikTok, bro.
Yo, and it's like, so you get a girl to like do something just about it as a buddy's like club her with a bat. He's like, yo, world star, yo, expose, yo. And it's like 10 people come out and they're just like, whoa, this guy's absolutely 4K, caught him 4K.
Rick Hansen comes out.
Yeah. Wait, Rick Hansen? From Bond Stars? No, that's Rick Harrison.
Wait.
Who's Rick Hansen?
The
that a
dude,
cop?
like the creepy dude who like would do like the child predator.
Oh, yeah. To catch a predator.
To Catch a
or whatever.
Predator or
Yeah,
something
I
like
thought
yeah.
that was a cop.
He
No,
came on.
just
he
some-
I
came-
think a
he was
cop from
on-
my town's name is something Hanson. Yeah, I have a Corporal Hanson is a guy from my town.
No, Rick Hansen was like
I don't know if his name's Rick,
just like
but-
some, I don't know. He's in like jail now for something else though.
Who? Wait, what?
Rick Hansen. No, like
No.
fraud or something.
Really? No.
Or like
There's
he
no
got-
way. He's just on a podcast that I listened to like last
Oh.
week.
Or like
2
he
weeks
got
ago.
like he went to court or something for like fraud or
Oh.
like real estate fraud or something like that.
Tough. But that's what happens when you're greedy, I guess.
Yeah.
Facts, that's facts.
Yeah. That's
Um,
kind
Amen,
of creeps me
brother.
out, man. I don't like serial killers.
dude,
Like,
and the thing is like, dude, you gotta.
I love them.
No, but you know what's actually fucked though is the number one most popular podcast genre amongst
True
women
crime.
is true crime, and it's
No, they're interesting. No, my sister loves
they are
them.
super interesting.
watch them.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, my sister
sometimes.
listens to them too, and we were listening to them on like on a couple of long drives that we had, and they're very interesting because something about it is like, and you just watched American Psycho. That's a movie I have to still watch. I might even watch it tonight, but maybe get some advice, but like.
yo.
No, but
Too far, Luke. Too far.
Yeah.
He's one of the 25.
Yeah, I'm one of the 25. Little
Get
do you
out,
guys
get
know.
out. Where's Keaton? Where actually is
Yeah.
Where did Keys
Yeah.
go?
He's really not working out, is he?
Yeah. He's trying to work it out, I guess. But I don't know. I'm trying to make some bad. These are bad jokes, guys. I'm making some really hit and miss jokes. I'm not on my ball. I'm not on the game
You're off
today.
your game, man.
I'm off my rocker, guys. I'm off the
Off the chain.
off the chain, bro. So sick. But anyways, but 25 is actually a lot because you think about it. Like most people that you meet are not fucking serial killers. You know what I mean? Like that's a pretty obscure thing to be. You know?
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah.
25 definitely seems like a lot. I feel like 2, 3 is more like of what I would have thought. 2, 3 serial killers.
I would have thought like 10.
Maybe 10. Yeah, 10 is probably better. Like.
Still
Like
though, like
25 is a
20.
lot.
How many people in the U.S.? Like almost 400 million. 20.
And that's just in the U.S. But I feel like most serial murders happen in the U.S. When do you ever hear about serial murders that happen? Maybe it's just because they're not.
There used to be some in Canada.
Whoa! What about the fucking?
There's a guy from Nova Scotia.
The Luca Magnotta thing. You guys remember "Don't Fuck with Cats"? That
Yeah, where was-
documentary.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
I haven't
dude.
seen it, but I've heard of it.
Oh,
that was
yeah.
the internet guy.
Yeah, dude.
Where was
Luca
he from?
Magnotta? He was from Montreal, dude.
There's a
he was
serial killer.
There was the
Canadian.
guy. There was the guy in Nova Scotia 2 years ago, the dentist. Do you
Oh
remember that?
shit! This just was on the news recently.
Was it? It was like 2
Yeah,
years
no,
ago,
I
though.
saw,
but
something about his trial or something.
Okay.
Or something about this guy.
I think he
saw
killed
on the
22
news.
people, and 2 of them were children they tied to a tree.
Bro.
Oh my
wait,
God.
what?
Yeah.
Wait. How?
I don't know. Oh no, I think it was maybe he tied their parents to a tree. I don't know. It was the kids were there. It was fucked.
That's messed up. Dude.
Yeah.
A dentist?
Yeah, that's a crazy.
Could you
thing.
imagine if you like
People knew him. He had he had his own practice in town, and he went
That's
around
so
and he would
dude. How's
he
that even
pretended
possible?
he pretended to be a cop, pulled people over and shot them.
What?
Yeah, it was crazy. I remember
Dude.
first hearing about it. That's all was on the news for the next week.
That's
all
wild,
these
man.
updates
There
and
have been a
everything.
bunch.
Holy
So
fuck.
there was a serial killer that was from like an hour away from me,
No way.
and he was like the
Whoa.
head like Air Force guy or something.
Whoa.
And killed a bunch of women.
Oh
Whoa,
my god!
for real?
man.
Yeah,
That makes me kind of feel sick, man.
and like
Dude,
I remember
it's
I was listening to a true crime podcast about him, and he had this little cabin in like this obscure little town, and we were driving through the town as I was listening to the podcast. About him.
Oh my God.
Yo.
Yeah, he's got like some like crazy like personality disorder, but yeah, like the head like Air Force guy or something like that, like really high up in the army. And he's
How long ago was that?
a few years ago, not long at all ago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest though, I think you guys are right though when it comes to like the social media thing. Like, I definitely think that it would be much harder to be a serial killer because there's cameras everywhere and
Oh, yeah.
everything that you do.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah.
I feel like there's probably like
But then there's also the whole thing about social media messing people's mind, like
Yeah.
making mental health worse. So then there's also that side.
That's
Right.
true too, because I feel there's better outlets to like fulfill your psychological hunger for that sort of stuff. Because like I don't know, I feel like it's much more readily available to find. If you wanted to really see a lot of crazy messed up stuff, you could literally just go on the dark web. Like it's really not that hard. Like there's places on the internet that you can see some messed up.
But also,
stuff.
there's better like DNA, like tracking and stuff like that. I feel
yeah,
like
it's
that
true.
would-
It's true.
But I don't know. Yeah.
This whole just to touch on it briefly, there's this whole fucking YouTuber thing. This Gabby girl and her boyfriend Brian Laundrie or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have they found him yet?
Wait, what's
No,
this?
dude.
Like guy killed his girlfriend. Like they were camping or something. And
It's a popular YouTuber.
he's
She had-
Canadian, right?
Really?
I think so.
Oh shit.
She had a baby though. You said.
No,
No,
he's
no,
Canadian.
no,
No,
no.
no, like he lives in Vancouver.
Oh my
he
God, I
lived in
was like-
Vancouver or something.
But yeah, like this girl she's a decent following on YouTube, I guess. And people are wondering why this story was the one that blew up, but there's been so much mystery around this story,
Yeah.
like because like I guess there's a police video they pulled him over, and I guess he's not really. I don't know if I'd call him a serial killer, but even the thing is, we were just talking about those people who murder people in general are fucking wild, dude. Well,
Yeah.
but like that's what I'm saying is that okay, there's 25 serial killers, but how many like crazy murderers are there?
Oh,
out
I mean,
there? Probably
there's
way more than that.
Oh yeah, I
dude.
mean, I think I've seen a stat for it.
like
recently.
we were
People who have killed somebody.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
dude. Like we were talking about that. Was it the YouTube channel JSC Psychology? Because they posted that one video about what pretending it looks crazy looked like with Nicholas Cruz, and he was the school shooter from a while ago. Parkland, the Parkland shooter,
Oh, yeah.
Nicholas Cruz. And there's a YouTube channel called JSC or JCS or something, Psychology. And he breaks down, like, how he was pretending to be crazy and all this stuff. But anyways, he's got a bunch of other videos on his channel that are great. But it's like, dude, some of these people, it's like they murdered one person. But it was so horrifying. It was so brutal. And it's like, oh, my goodness.
Want to hear a little bonus stat?
Okay, let's see.
47 people a day on average get murdered in America.
Oh my god.
But how much of that is like...
No, it's murder.
Yeah, but
Not
how
Like
much...
not manslaughter.
No.
No,
Like,
but
not
how
like-
much of that is crime and gang related? Probably quite a lot. Like,
Still,
Is that-
though, that's still people getting murdered.
Yeah.
I know, but like, I feel like there's a difference between like homicides when it comes to
Like gang
I know
violence.
what
illegal
you
gang
mean.
violence and illegal violence, whereas it's like somebody is a calculated killer.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, like think how many like Hell's Angels guys are getting killed.
Yeah, exactly.
Like there's a Hell's Angels guy that I found
that's a
dead
great
like 20 minutes
example.
away from me in like a restaurant. Found dead.
That's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I don't.
I'm glad you're safe and sound. here,
Yeah,
Sam.
Yeah.
geez, Sam is
No,
just
but like the thing is, the Hell's
we should-
Angels
we should
guys,
be-
they only kill
other Hell's
Yeah.
Angels,
yeah,
right? So it's like,
or
and that's
rival
mostly
biker
how it
gangs.
is. Yeah, a lot of times, like, well, I mean, and it absolutely does happen where you'll have, you know, people who belong to gangs like the Hell's Angels or something who, you know, commit acts of, you know, heinous acts of crime like rape or murder outside of their crime community. But most of the time, those crimes happen within that community, right?
Yeah, that's what happened. Like it was like a gang member who did something and they killed him.
Exactly. But there's a different, like, there's a girl. Okay, so like for example, there's this one girl on this JSC Psychology channel who her parents were like super over regulatory, whatever, super overprotective, and
Like
just
helicopter parents.
yeah, and like made her live at home. She was 24 years old, like you know, and she had this boyfriend that they didn't like, and so they basically told her about whatever, and so she hired people to come into the house and kill her parents, and her mom was shot and killed, and her dad I think was shot in the face.
I think I heard about this.
Yeah, and her dad was shot. This was in Canada, dude. This
Yeah.
wasn't like Vancouver or something, or maybe.
Yeah, I remember this now.
Yeah, and so her dad was like shot in the face, and he survived.
Or like a hitman.
Yeah, she hired a hitman, and like she was in the like if you watch the what is it called, the interrogation with her, she seems way more concerned about herself than she does about her parents or anything.
She just hated them after.
She
Yeah.
was like it's
So she would
messed
get
up,
charged
dude.
for the. I mean, the hitman would as well, but she would also get charged for a
big
crime.
time,
right?
big time. Like there was literally this one point in the whatever it was the interrogation. That word's not coming to my mind, I guess. Where she's like, she doesn't quite admit to the crime, but she goes like, what she says like, what happens to me if I did?
Right.
And I'm like,
Why would you say that if
yeah,
you didn't do it?
well, and it's like you're more concerned with yourself than you are with like the fact that you just killed your mom. You know what I mean? And,
Right.
like,
I don't think. I
got-
think. Well, she's crazy, obviously. So I don't
Yeah.
think she cared.
Well,
about
have
it.
you heard about,
the
like,
that's
and
the thing.
what-
It's like she's not a serial killer, but at the same time, she's fucking nuts, dude.
Yeah.
Like how many people
And like,
are out
well,
there
like
like
the
that?
what are they
dude?
called? The
Well, so many
Menendez
psychopaths in the
brothers.
world.
The Menendez brothers in California in the
Yeah.
90s. They had like these really their dad was like a really bad dude. Like he like sexually assaulted them and stuff growing up, and it was
Holy.
like his dad and his mom like she did nothing wrong, but they had, like hatred for her because she like stuck by him.
Oh, of course.
But she was also scared of the dad. Anyway, they got shotguns and went in and killed both their parents. And like their dad was loaded, right? So they had tons of money. There's a picture of them on like a Mark Jackson NBA card, like trading card. They're in the courtside at Madison Square Garden like a couple days after killing their
What?
parents.
No way.
They went on this like so their parents had died.
No freaking way.
And these two guys went on like
Wow.
this big
So,
spending.
sorry. I missed on a second there. How did they kill them?
I did with guns. They just walked into the house and killed them.
Their own parents.
Yeah,
Did they live with them?
yeah. They were like 19 or something or 20.
Oh my
Like they-
god, bro.
Yeah, they were like our age.
Why?
Because like they hated their dad so much. Like he like beat them and like he was just like a really.
Holy.
But yeah, but then like no one thought anything of it. But they're like, hey, why are these kids like going on this like massive like spending sprees and stuff after their parents died?
yeah,
And,
fuck.
like, why are they like? But they didn't. They're gonna get out of prison soon, I think.
No
Because
way.
like they didn't get
How
like
long
full.
ago? 90s, you said?
Yeah, late 90s maybe.
That's wild, dude. Holy.
Yeah, I've watched a couple. Menendez. Yeah, the Menendez brothers.
That is crazy. So how old are they now? Oh, this was in the 90s, so they're probably fairly.
they're- Yeah,
They got
they're
convicted in '96. They were in their
50s.
early 20s. Yes,
Yeah,
they'd be
they're
in their
in their
50s.
50s now. Ooh. Sheesh,
The
man.
90s was 30 years ago.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
If you were 20 in the 90s, you're in your 50s now.
Yeah, dude. My parents were in their 20s in the 90s, bro.
Oh, they got life, but they might get parole.
Like my parents went to
no, they don't
college
have
in the
parole.
90s. It's so weird to think that that's why
Yeah,
that's
so
why
did
they
mine, so
connect
did
so
mine,
hard
yeah.
with Friends. Like my parents love Friends because it's such a like
Oh,
reflection.
I thought you
of,
meant Friends like in general.
no, the TV show because of it's
Yeah.
like so reflective of like what their like, lives were sort of like in their mid 20s after they're all out of college.
I should
and
get
in
my
the 90s
I should get
and
my
stuff.
mom on Friends. I feel like she'd like it a lot.
It's
should get her
for
on
my
it.
mom.
I don't
It's
think she's seen it.
See, like people chirp Friends and say it's not funny, but
I don't find it
because
funny, but I can't relate to
I
it.
haven't
but
watched
it's
much
so
of it, but
like
I
for
know.
people who are from that generation, it's super nostalgic because like my parents are the same age as a lot of those people who are in that TV show, and they were like a lot of things that happened. They were like, yeah, that's exactly what the '90s was like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's just it's shit. I honestly still find some of the show. I think it's funny. Like I definitely think that some
That's
parts
okay.
of the show are funny for sure.
That's okay.
Yeah. It's not funny, Luke.
That's okay.
It's not a
You're
funny show.
allowed
Don't be
to have that
ashamed. Don't be
opinion.
ashamed.
Yeah,
It's not a funny
exactly.
show.
I guess that's okay. It's not a funny show, but like you can.
You're wrong,
Yeah,
but that's
like,
okay. You can have your opinion.
You can have your wrong opinion. That's fine, you know.
Doesn't bother me any.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me and people with all the right opinions.
You're just wrong. You look like an idiot, but
Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah, you're a
On your own podcast.
Yeah, on your own podcast, we made you look like a fucking idiot, but you know what? That's fine. It's your right to look like an idiot on your own podcast. Yeah, you have the right to look like a fucking imbecile.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but you know we're all really good friends here.
You guys are too funny.
Yeah.
I just met you guys a couple days ago. I don't know.
I'm actually here because I will.
Yeah, it's like I got a gun under the table.
You made that joke last time.
Did I?
Yeah,
Did I?
you did.
Fuck. I'm the serial killer, man. I'm one of the
Yeah,
25.
jeez, man.
Fuck.
Aren't you getting scared now?
You guys are like low key, man.
One day you
I
actually
like
have a
this
gun
guy
under the
because we
table.
can do a Raptors podcast, but like, dude, I think he's a serial killer, man.
Low key, like.
Like,
I'm
he just-
scared.
he
I'm
just-
scared to say no to him.
Yeah. Holy, people thought everything was fucking psychopath. Okay, so I think this is the last one we'll do. Oh man, I don't know which one is more. I feel like this one that kind of relates to our NBA thing. So, and it'd be interesting just to touch on it. Oh, there he is. I thought I heard the door open. What's up, Keaton? The roommate just got home. What?
Why'd you say that?
We guys.
You see, it did sound really cool. I gotta be honest.
There we go.
That sounded great.
Yeah. Keaton just busted in the door.
Okay, it's not funny anymore.
Busted in the sorry, fuck, guys. I'm off my rocker again today. Sorry, fuck.
It's okay.
I'm off the game.
I forgive you.
For your unfunniness. You're
I'll get over it.
Yeah, you're allowed to be unfunny on your own podcast.
I'll get over it.
Yeah. So this one's by user An Actual Lawyer. 7-footers. Anyone over 7
I know
feet
this.
tall
Yeah,
has a 17% chance
Yeah.
of playing in the NBA. And then it says it must suck for the 83% who deal with the pitfalls of being 7 feet tall. They can't fit in cars, planes. They hit their head constantly, needing tall ceilings, dramatically reduce life expectancy. But don't wait, hold up. But don't get that sweet NBA money.
Okay, would you guys rather be 4.5 feet, or 7 feet tall?
7 feet
Oh,
tall. What's
7
that love
feet.
basketball?
Okay.
Yeah.
5
4
feet
and
or
a
7
half.
feet? 5 feet or 7 feet?
7 feet, man. I want to play
7 feet.
basketball. I'd be
Okay,
in the
but
NBA
what
right
if
now.
what if you're not? What if you don't make it?
What if I don't make it?
Then you're one of those guys.
Well, then you
I would
play,
hate to be that
you
tall.
play pro basketball in Europe or something.
Yeah, like I feel like I tried to do everything I could with basketball.
You
Okay,
can
so
play
how
pro
about this?
basketball
Okay, how about
anywhere.
this? You're 7 feet tall. You love basketball, but you suck at it.
There's that one guy like Mamadou Ndiaye. You know what I'm talking about? 7'6". He's really bad, but he like plays in the Big 3 league.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yeah,
Like, yeah,
he's-
you're still playing basketball for a
but
living.
he's
Like,
horrible.
but still you're playing basketball. Like, you probably
Like
have fun.
it's bad. Dude.
Really?
It's bad.
I don't know. I
No coordination whatsoever.
No, and it's like, well, it's not even that. He's so unskilled and slow.
Well, how
Right.
7'6"
is different than 7 feet though.
Yeah.
Like, that's really
Dude,
tall.
It's actually insane.
I wouldn't wanna be that
I don't
tall.
think I've ever been next to somebody who was 7 feet tall.
I have once, like at basketball stuff.
They must be like an actual giant. Like
Like, when I saw-
that is a giant human being.
Yeah.
Even
like,
when I went to the Raptors game and saw Kawhi Leonard, he's 6'7", which like it's tall, but like it's nothing crazy for the NBA.
That's
but
Keaton's height.
he looked huge.
Yeah,
Right, 'cause
probably.
professional
Yeah.
athletes are also just jacked.
It's like a normal sized human, like plus a bunch.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
also,
I mean? Like,
Marcus Gasol was another one. He's 7'1". He doesn't look it on
yeah.
screen. In person, he's so tall.
Yeah.
dude, it's ridiculous because these people are legitimate giants. Like they are legit giants. They're people who are functioning, alive and well.
Oh, they're like
but
they
they're literally
have that,
just
they
7
have that,
feet tall.
what's it called? The not dwarfism, the opposite one.
No, but that's different though, because a lot of people who have that condition keep growing.
Yeah,
So
they die. Those are guys who get to like 7'7",
yeah,
7'8".
and they have to walk with crutches because their bones are not. They can't. Their what is it again? Their bones don't grow or something, but the rest of their body does.
Also, like
so they have no structure to
you
keep
get
them
heart
out.
like Manute Bol, 7'7". He died really young from heart problems because he's too tall.
That's
Yeah.
wild,
His blood wasn't going through his bloodstream, I guess, fast enough.
It's crazy
That's
that Bill
wild thing
Russell
that people
is
can
still
even
alive.
get that
Yeah.
tall, dude. Bill Russell is live and kicking, dude.
Yeah, how?
I recently actually
Mid-90s?
just watched a really long interview with him.
He's only 87.
only 87.
I thought he was a lot older than that.
Bill Russell?
Yeah,
I guess he looks pretty old, I guess.
like he's looked that old
Leave
for
Bill
like 5
alone,
years.
guys. Leave Bill alone. He's trying his best to look good.
But yeah.
okay?
Yeah. He's a gangster though, bro. That guy's like he's a real one, man. Like
you see that when I forget what it was, but like a
not
bunch
gangster in the term of like violent. I mean, he's like a really dope guy. Like he
How did Will Chamberlain die?
It was
Like
it
a
was
heart issues, probably.
I actually think it was.
Like,
But
that's all
it's
these guys
crazy how
die.
you can have like conditions strictly because you're too tall.
Yeah.
Like that's wild, man.
Like your heart won't beat fast enough because your blood's not moving. Into it fast enough.
Yeah, it's got
That's
a lot more
That's literally what happened with Manute Bol.
Life expectancy of a 7-footer.
of a 7-footer. Average life expectancy of
Well,
somebody.
Bill Russell's only like 6'9".
I feel like he seems taller than that.
He's 6'9".
Really?
Yep.
With the blicky, ah.
He's 6'9", dude. I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Get off my back.
He was a big man, wasn't he, in the
Yeah,
NBA?
yeah. But it was back in like the 60s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like all these guys, like Moses Malone, heart attack at 60.
Wow.
Daryl Dawkins, 58, heart attack.
Holy crap.
Will Chamberlain, heart failure, 63.
How tall was Wilt?
7'1", 7'2".
Oh.
Even Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a quadruple bypass at the age of 68.
He's kind of old though, Kareem. Isn't
70s, maybe?
he? Yeah, but you see, if somebody dies, the average life expectancy of a person is their 70s. So like,
That's true.
you know what I mean? So if
He's
somebody-
74 right now, Kareem.
Yeah. So and that's like around.
But I
Pretty sure
feel
that's.
like increase. There's more of a chance you'll die younger if you're that tall.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, man.
And just like other things, you have to drive like a big truck.
And like if you're in the NBA, you can get like custom cars, like or
Yeah.
like Yao Ming has
Yeah, like
have, like
Shaq's vehicles. Yeah.
But if you're like you can't afford that.
Yeah.
Shoes too.
Shoes.
Oh my
See, the
God.
thing is like we all are like, yeah, it'd be great to be 7 feet tall because
No, I would not be
because you're if you play basketball and you can actually make a living and make millions of dollars being 7 feet tall. But if you aren't, then it sucks because like everything is like everything is not made for you. Like nothing is made for you. Things are made for people who are like
Average height.
average height, anywhere from like I would even say that Keaton probably has a difficult time with certain things too because he's freaking 6'7",
Mm-hmm.
you know, like he's pretty tall. You know what I mean?
That's
like
tall.
I feel like people basically I think if you're like over 6'4", things are probably like you probably have difficulty with some things. Like people, but their legs won't fit on a bed, and
Can't drive a
Right.
Lamborghini.
yeah, like yeah.
Yeah, wait, yeah. How do you
I
like?
can't drive my sick Lamborghini. Nobody can drive my sick Lamborghini.
How would I drive my Lambo if I'm 7 feet tall?
I feel like it'd be hard to get into a Lambo. Like,
Are we seriously
know.
talking about driving a Lambo? Like,
Well, yeah, I mean, I
like,
have one.
Like we have one, yeah. Dude, it'd be so hard to get in my Lambo if I was 7
my
feet
my
tall.
lime green Lambo.
Yeah, dude. Exactly.
yeah, my new
I have a
2021.
poster on my wall if you want to see it. A picture.
Well, mine's right outside.
Yeah. But I don't know. The world of being 7 feet tall does not seem appealing to me, especially if you
either.
like can't do anything with it.
I want
And
to.
if you're
I
gonna
wouldn't want to get
die-
taller than like 6'4".
It's true.
I
wanted to be
I'd be
6'3".
6'8".
Really, I wanted to be 6'3".
6'8". Jeez, that's pretty tall.
That's
man.
tall, man.
Yeah, that's
really
pretty
tall.
freaking tall. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm a short guy, so like I'm like what 5'10", so I'd probably rather be
You're 5'10".
Yeah.
Good for you.
Thanks, man.
Of course, dude.
Appreciate that, dude. It's nice to get
Yeah,
some
I wish
encouragement.
like 6'3",
It's nice to get some
6'4" would be
encouragement from
nice.
the
Yeah.
folks, man.
Yeah, 6'4", yeah.
There's some not like 5'5". There's some real short dudes out there.
Average height's 5'9"
Yeah.
for men. In
Yeah.
I think
America.
you're above average.
I'm
Then.
just above, just a bit.
I think 5'5" is the average in China for men.
Yeah, there's different height. What's what's
Yeah.
Canadian height?
I'm pretty sure it's
Probably the same
5'9".
as
I think
America.
it's or 5'8.5" or something like that. But
Actually, 5'8.87".
Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, yeah.
I'm so
Um,
funny, aren't I?
We've all just been cracking the hilarious jokes
I
in the
can't.
podcast.
Everyone's probably tired of it. They're watching.
Wow, the Netherlands
Like,
average.
Everyone's like,
Another
okay, guys, wrap it
Uh,
up. Let's
Luke,
go.
I have bad news.
What's up?
You're average.
What is
The average in Canada is 5'10".
Really? That's actually
The average in Netherlands is 6 feet.
Yeah,
Dude, that's wild.
that's average,
dude.
man.
To
Yeah.
be
I have
considered
a-
tall, you have to be 6'2".
I have a Dutch uncle, and he's 6'4", and that's like normal.
Yeah. My dad works with a bunch of people who are from the Netherlands and like Dutch folks, and he was like there, like he's worked with a bunch of them. He's like, I don't think I've ever met a guy that I've worked with who's from like Norway or something like that who's not been over 6
Yeah, and
feet
then
tall.
we have a guy my dad worked with. He's from Holland also, and he's like 6'7".
Dude, which is weird because it's
Crazy.
like that's the average.
Yeah,
The-
6
wait,
foot's
it's
the average.
Wait,
I'm like an average. I'm like
foot is the
average.
average. 6'4" is the average.
6 foot is the average.
6 foot. Yeah, exactly.
So I would be
You're
basically an average.
Yeah,
Holy
I'm 6'1", so I'm a lot better.
Well, I'm 6.
It's whatever though.
above average. No worries. No big deal. Just
Nah, it's,
above
not,
average.
it's nothing, guys. Really.
Height.
Guys, stop talking about it. It's not a big deal.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah. Okay, guys.
Guys, tone it down.
Yeah, I'm flattered, but you can stop now. You can stop.
Yes, I'm 6'3".
You carry a little card around with you. Yeah. Just so that I can spare you the compliments. Yeah, I've already bought. There's a bunch.
No, I saw this meme where it's a guy who's like a 7'1".
I saw that
and he
too,
carries on
yeah.
a card, and some of that says
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
yes, I'm 7'1". No, I don't play basketball.
I play volleyball. Yeah. Funny. Okay, so let's wrap it up there, guys. Good podcast today. Okay, if you guys are still with us, just before we head out of the podcast, if you're listening on YouTube or watching on YouTube, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever else you guys get your podcasts, then leave us a rating and also leave us a review. You can check us out at Reddit Asks Us Podcast on YouTube, you can check us out at Reddit Asks Us Podcast on Instagram and TikTok. If you guys want to see clips, we post them every week. And also, you guys can check out the Rap Chat Podcast, which is a podcast that I have with
Wait, what's it called again? Sorry.
The Rap Chat Podcast.
That's right.
That I have with my buddies here, Sam and Elias, and it's a really fun show that comes out every Thursday morning. So we talk about all things Toronto Raptors related. So thanks, guys, for coming back on the podcast. Really
Thank you,
appreciate
sir.
it. Had
Thank you.
a lot of fun today. Like I said, I think the fact that we're like doing another
I
podcast
know.
makes this one so much more fun
I know.
because just the energy that we bring
Yeah.
is like we've all
Yeah,
we've
it's
always
just
got
like
a-
off
been
the
doing
cuff,
this.
no
We've been
notes.
doing this.
just-
Exactly. Yeah, we just got a fun dynamic here. I really enjoy it. So
Likewise.
these podcasts have been really great. So thanks guys for coming on. Thanks everybody
Thank
for
you.
watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace out.
See ya.
Peace.